Untitled. You already know. What's good, guys? Hey, as you can see, I have a couple of things here before you. Now you may be wondering, what are you about to get into? We're about to do some damage in the kitchen. So here, of course, we have our shrimp. Jumbo shrimp. We have our fresh cut broccoli. And we have our Hunan sauce that I made. Now, to make this sauce, I kind of prepped everything before I wanted to get my video started because I kind of doing things a little bit differently. So it's just a few things I added. Soy sauce. We had rice wine vinegar. We have red curry paste. Something I added to myself that I actually saw in the store: spicy sriracha oil. Soy sauce. Oyster sauce was something that I'm missing, so I kind of added a few more ingredients into it. Red curry paste, a little bit of cornstarch to thicken it up, and it actually smells really good. So now what we're gonna do, let's heat up my pan for a little bit. I'm gonna just cut up some garlic first. And like I told you guys before, I'm just gonna use one. And I like to use now this thing called elephant garlic. I see it at Publix. This is the second time I've seen it. Large pieces of garlic that easy to cut, easy to peel, which is a good thing. Because sometimes when you are cutting small pieces of garlic, it's kind of hard to remove, like the shell, or not even the shell, the whatever you want to call this, the outer layer. All I gotta do is cut both ends and kind of peel it. Kind of peels off pretty easy, at least sometimes it does. This one is giving me a hard way to go. Oh, there we go. Now, I don't know where you guys are, but here in Florida, it has literally been raining all day. So when I tell you I don't feel like cooking, but I didn't cook yesterday, so of course I promised the family that I'll cook today. So here we go. Cooking. Look at that nice large piece of garlic here. So kind of just going to no really particular way I'm cutting this. Always when I get the garlic, I like to cut it this long way. This is actually a decent knife as opposed to the other knives that I had before. We're just going to dice each of these up. No particular formation, we're just chopping away. I was on the internet looking at a bunch of different ingredients as far as to what goes in the Hunan sauce, and many people like add ginger, like sugar. I think I saw one that added sugar, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do things kind of my way to see how it comes out. The rice is already cooked. I got that out of the way. I just cooked jasmine rice, which is, to me, goes perfect with Chinese food, especially if you're making your own. A few videos ago, I made some chicken and shrimp fried rice. And that's the same kind of rice that I use. So what we're going to start doing first, we're heating the pan up. We're going to throw the garlic in there. And then once we throw the garlic in there, we're going to add the broccoli. And as soon as the broccoli starts to get a little bit tender, because I don't like the broccoli too soft, we are going to add the shrimp. And probably I'll start adding the sauce with the broccoli as well. I made quite a bit of sauce too. So. This garlic is pretty strong. That's one thing I noticed about this garlic and the other one, between the other one. Like, it almost reminds me of when I'm cutting onions for some reason. Like when you're cutting onions, how you know you start to cry? Or this, it's kind of the same way. So, it's funny because I'm not sure if your city or the state that you're in opened up. But let's just say people, they couldn't wait. Like, so I got an email from my gym saying we're going to open up to 50% occupancy when you're walking through the hallways and things of that nature. You have to wear a mask, but when you're working out, you're not supposed to wear a mask. That doesn't make much sense to me. Of course, I know they're gonna start charging me again for the month, but I guess that's a charge that I gotta eat for right now because I'm not going to the gym. I stick to running on the street, staying active that way. But other than that, no thank you. I'm not doing that. Alright. So now let's go ahead and move to our pan here. Let's start. So we're going to add some oil. It's not going to take long to heat it up because of course the pan is already hot. Let's go ahead and add the garlic. I got it on a medium temp, not too high, because of course I never like to cook my food fast. So we're going to let this saute the pan a little bit. I always love the smell of garlic when I'm cooking. Now we're going to go ahead and add the broccoli. And as we add the broccoli, and let that cook for a little. Gonna add just a little bit of sesame oil, just for flavoring. Not too much while I'm cooking it, but this time we're gonna finish this all the way through. Y'all see me cleaning. We're gonna finish this all the way through to the beginning, from the beginning to the end. We're gonna let this cook all the way through. We're gonna make a little small plate so you guys can see the finishing product. Now, I didn't really season the shrimp. Shrimp doesn't really require that, no seasoning. Like I said, all I did was add garlic, but I added this stuff called Asian dry rub seasoning, and I actually got it from Wild Fork. You guys always hear me talking about Wild Fork, so I use that place a lot. Now, to thicken it up a little bit, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch to this. And all cornstarch is going to do is kind of thicken up the sauce. Let's go ahead and mix it. Mix that around a little bit. It's coming together nice. Real nice. What you guys think? Now, like I've said to you guys before, if there's stuff like you guys want to do, man, just go ahead and do it. I encourage any and every one of you guys, whoever's watching my videos, you don't necessarily have to subscribe to my videos, that's fine. Even if you watch them, a message I have for you, no matter what age you are, if there's something that you love to do, make the time to do it. Now's a good time to actually do it, to learn. To learn a trade, to learn, maybe if you want to learn another language, maybe if you want to learn how to cook, there's more than enough time for you guys to learn how to do that. Trust me, more than enough. And guys, this is pretty much almost done. Now, Hunan sauce is typically darker than this, but again, this is my version. Indeed, I'm not sure if you can see, but you notice how it's a lot thicker now ever since I added the cornstarch. So, and that was the whole purpose. You add the cornstarch, which kind of is a thickening agent to the shrimp. It looks like I have more shrimp than I have broccoli. My wife is probably going to like that. I'm telling you, man, once I get my ideal kitchen. So here's my ideal kitchen. This is something I want to share with you guys. Have an island in the middle. Of course, I want gas. I want enough space to where I can move freely through my kitchen and have more space to record. Also, what I want to do is have like a grill/oven in my kitchen. If that makes any sense, because I've actually seen that before in other places. I would love to have a not a fire pit. I don't know what you call it, but if you ever had brick oven pizza, have something like that, maybe like built in my backyard where I can make brick oven pizza and stuff like that. Like that's what my dream is. That's what I want. We'll see what happens. This is pretty much almost done. I'm gonna let the shrimp cook for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna plate. while you guys see that, I'll continue to look at my beautiful dish. Let's go ahead and start fixing the plate now. So my last dish, you guys want to hear something funny? My last dish I cooked. I made Cajun chicken and shrimp jambalaya and actually made it. I got a little heavy-handed on the slice. Try not to do that with this one. Guys, what do you think? I think this is done. Yep, it's done. And now, let's go ahead and plate. Let's see how it comes out. Move my camera all the way around so you guys can see the final product. I can't get my camera right. Alright. So let's bring this over here. Let's give her some broccoli. Alright guys, there you have it. My version of Hunan shrimp. Let me know what you guys think. I will, in the description, I will put pretty much, simple instructions as to how to prepare the dish. And you can, of course, put your own little spin on it. But this is my version of Hunan shrimp with broccoli. Hey, you guys already know how I do. I love to cook. Till next time, you will see more from me. You already know what to do. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. You already know what I do. I'm out. Peace.